back to our channel. Today, we have the privilege of introducing you to a distinguished leader who has been guiding Niagara Falls since 2010, making him the longest serving mayor in city's recent history. We are honored to have the opportunity to speak directly with Mayor Jim Diodati. Join us as we get exclusive insights from Mayor Jim Diodati himself about the celestial phenomenon and its impact on Niagara Falls. Thank you for joining us today for the interview. Niagara Falls is a prime location for Canadians to witness the total solar eclipse. Can you please tell us the preparations the city is doing to make sure the event is safer and enjoyable for both local residents and tourists?
Yes, I'm happy to do that, Jyoti. Niagara Falls is used to entertaining big crowds. You know, we're Canada's #1 leisure destination. We get 14 million people every year, so we're used to it, but not all at one time. So anticipating these excessively large crowds at one time, we're expecting we could have in excess of 1 million people that day, depending on the weather. So we've taken two approaches. One is a safety approach, and one is an entertainment and fun approach. So first things, we've got emergency operations centers opened all over. We're working very closely with our police, our parks police, our Ontario Provincial Police, our fire, ambulance, and we have stations all throughout the city to make sure that if there is congestion and gridlock, we'll still be able to take care of people. We'll be utilizing helicopters and drones, and it'll be all hands on deck. All of our employees will be working that day. And then on the other end, we're going to have a lot of fun things, but they're also safety. And I'll give you an example. Number one is we have entertainment. And the reason we have entertainment is because what we've learned is typically after a big event like New Year's Eve and we have the fireworks at midnight, people all go to the car right away. So what we've done is we've got entertainment so that they won't all leave at one time, that they'll gradually leave. So it'll try to minimize the impact of the gridlock as well. The other thing we learned from New Year's Eve is right at midnight, everybody makes a phone call or sends a text or FaceTime. Well, we brought in extra cellular towers so people can still stay in touch. So that's another safety thing, but it's also social. So we try to think on all levels what could happen, because ever since National Geographic declared us the best place in the world to see this, and the last one, the last complete solar eclipse in Niagara was 99 years ago. The next one will be in 120 years. We know a lot of people will want to be here because it is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yes.
So we're trying to prepare for everything and anything that can happen that day.
Yes. And what specific challenges or threats prompted the city to declare state of emergency at this time?
Well, that was done by the region of Niagara, the regional government. And the number one reason, it's out of an abundance of caution because there is no emergency. It's more anticipating if something happens to be prepared. So the first thing is it'll allow them potential access to more provincial and federal money if they need to pay, because we're going to have a lot of extra employees, a lot more police and fire that'll be working that day, and ambulances. So making sure they have access to that. And secondly, it gives us another opportunity to remind people, number one, to come prepared. Make sure your gas tank is filled or your vehicle is charged. Have your devices charged with backup batteries. Bring water, cereal bars. If you have medication, if you need it, have it with you. Bring comfortable shoes because you'll be doing some walking. Remember to bring your ISO certified Eclipse glasses. Yes, we're going to have lots, but don't count on us in case we don't have enough. Maybe bring a blanket if you want to lay down, or a chair if you want to look up and watch the eclipse or watch the entertainment. So we're encouraging people to come early, even a day early or a couple days early. There's still hotel rooms available at reasonable rates, or take the GO train. Metrolinx has added a lot of extra GO trains, and there's no traffic jams on train tracks. So we're saying it's another good strategy. So as many people as we can get away from coming the day of in their car, the better it'll be for everyone that does come.
Yes, that's really a wonderful advice for the individuals who will be experiencing total solar eclipse for the first time. So how do you anticipate the total solar eclipse will impact the tourist sector as well as the local business in that area?
Well, that's a good question, Jody. And we don't know exactly because it'll be weather dependent. You know, this is Mother Nature at her finest. I mean, nothing that we can do as humankind can do what Mother Nature. I mean, she's giving us the falls, one of the great natural wonders, and one of these amazing celestial events of the universe. at the same time, at the same place. So it'll be magical. It'll be mystical. It'll definitely be very, very special. It'll have a massive economic impact. We won't be able to measure until after the event is over, and then we'll have a much better idea. But I can tell you, it's been great. Our hotels are loving the business. The restaurants have created specialty drinks like sips for the eclipse and different food items for the moon and for the sun. And the biggest thing is COVID really hurt places like Niagara Falls, where 40,000 people count on tourism to feed their families, and largely domestic Canadian tourism has returned, but international has not. And it takes longer for that to recover. Well, this is putting us on the international stage. And even though everybody in the world knows Niagara Falls, it's not enough to be known. You need to be talked about. So as we say, take it from the back burner to the front burner. And as this happens, it's the return of the international tourist. And it's really what we've been missing for Niagara Falls. So we're grateful. Mother Nature has been so good to us. The universe has been kind, and we're grateful. And we're saying thank you very much. We know it's going to be good for everybody.
Yeah. Are there any particular locations in Niagara Falls that you recommend for viewing the total solar eclipse?
Well, everywhere in the city will be an excellent location because we'll be in the direct line in the path of totality. And it'll be anywhere in the city will be good. But there's something magical about being down by the falls, where the mist and the rainbow. And what's really interesting, every afternoon on a clear day is a beautiful, fully arching rainbow. And people come from all over the world to feel the mist at their face and to experience this rainbow. It's so amazing. Well, during the eclipse, that rainbow will go pink. It'll be the only time that this happens. So a lot of people that are really interested in this type of thing will be there watching to experience this. Again, you'll never see the rainbow go pink again. So it's a once in a lifetime opportunity for so many things. And Guinness Book of World Records will be here. Of course, we're going to have NASA, the Canadian Space Agency, and the Guinness Book of World Records. We're also going to we're going to attempt to break a Guinness record with the most people wearing a sun costume. So the hornblower boats are in the water now because it was a mild winter, and we're going to be all on the boat. A lot of people will be on the different boats, and we're all going to be in our yellow sun costumes with Guinness, and hopefully we'll be breaking a world record. So we're, in addition to the tourism and the spectacle in the sky, we want to have some fun and some takeaway memories. And that'll be one of many, I'm sure, we're going to have from that day.
Exactly. Lastly, what message would you like to convey to both residents and visitors regarding the total solar eclipse in Niagara Falls?
Well, the first thing I'd say, this is a once in a lifetime. So you won't ever be able to see it again here. Never. Not in our lifetime. The second thing is, the best thing that you can do to help us so that we can help you is to come prepared and to come early. Don't make a last minute decision. Decide now what you're doing. If you can come a day or two early and spend the weekend with us, there's so much to do in Niagara Falls. And then you can just walk to the event and then walk back to your hotel. That's the best thing. If you're coming for the day, take the GO train. Then you don't have to worry about your car. But if you are going to drive, just make sure you've got everything in it and you're ready to go, and you leave really early. Don't leave at the last minute, because then you'll be disappointed. And get here, park, and be ready to experience together with a lot of other people something you'll never see again in your lifetime in a very special place.
Thank you so much, Mayor Diodati, for sharing your insights with me today. It's been a pleasure speaking with you about this exciting once-in-a-lifetime event for Niagara Falls. I truly appreciate your time and look forward for experience once-in-a-lifetime event at your wonderful city.
Thank you, Jyoti.
So much.
I appreciate the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.